Hey guys, it's Scott from fxmissions.com. Just a note, I've finished the trilogy of Anthologies from the Forefront, and all 3 books are currently available on Amazon.
Take your leadership to the next level. It's time for the Foundational Missions Leadership Moment with Scott McClelland of FX Missions.
Hi, it's Scott McClelland with your Leadership Moment. Thanks for joining us. This is our 8th episode, if you will, in the series Overcoming Obstacles on the Path to Influence. Thanks for joining us. If you've missed any of these, feel free to check us out on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and feel free to go ahead and have that podcast delivered to you automatically if you'd like. We trust in God's grace that we're giving you something that's an encouragement to you and that's also helping. Do reach out to us and give us feedback at FX Missions. My email is scott@fxmissions.com. We'd love to hear from you. Also, we want to give a shout out here to the guys over at Engaging Missions who helped us to stand up this leadership moment as a standalone podcast. Very grateful to them. If you don't know about the guys at engagingmissions.com, reach out to them. Go out, take a look at their stuff. Very encouraging stuff. They've got a weekly podcast and internet radio show on the subject of missions, and kind of written with the marketplace leader in mind, if you will. Very good stuff. Week to week, it's just good stuff. So go check them out. Today we're talking about, in this 8th episode in the series and the final episode in the series, relationship transition. Relationship transition. Now, often we as leaders and as those walking with and alongside leaders, we feel like that the relationship that we're enjoying in the stage that it's in is going to continue just like it is forever. Especially if it's going well, we have visions of continuity in front of us, and we don't want to see it come to an end. This is clearly understandable because we're enjoying God's grace and goodness in a brotherhood relationship, a sisterhood relationship, where we're being nourished, or where our needs for recognition are being met by people who are receiving from us. In my experience, those relationships do not continue in perpetuity, if you will. Did I say that the right way? I hope so. This can be for a variety of reasons, but it is not always bad reasons that causes that to be the case. Sometimes the Lord leads us to walk with someone only for a season. Sometimes these are short seasons, sometimes longer. Our love for these other people can and should endure, even if our proximity changes. How do we go from a supporting role to a peer role with someone who's been instrumental in leading us? If you've seen this done successfully with grace and unity, let me know. I need to learn how to do this myself. I have not seen it done well. Let me just say that. Going from that supporting role, or that son or daughter of the house role, into that place of peer relationship with senior leaders it's just, there's a lot of dead bodies on that road. Pardon the strong expression. There's a lot for us to learn, and there's a lot left for us to demonstrate in God's goodness when it comes to relationship transition. And we need to keep in mind, with love as our highest goal, we can navigate relationship transition well. Now, we've got to be careful not to try to maintain the situation or to maintain the relationship as it is, whether we're influencer or the one who's being influenced. Let's be careful not to try and protect the current form of relationship that we have with someone, or the current situation of the relationship. As people mature, things change, and we need to approach our relationships with an open hand. Let love be your highest goal, and realize that relationships change for the good, for the bad. But we're committed to see God's grace in relationship transition. As you're navigating these things, let us know how it's going. Please reach out to us with feedback or input, guidance, and in this case, instructions at fxmissions.com. Thanks for joining us for this series on overcoming obstacles. We pray that God's grace be yours, and yet you overcome these things that are laid down as stumbling blocks on your path to influence. Many blessings to you. I'm Scott McClelland. Until next time, have a good one.
This leadership moment was produced in partnership with Engaging Missions. Have your leadership question answered by contacting Scott at fxmissions.com. Visit FX Missions to learn more about how you can grow your leadership and engage in missions. Visit engagingmissions.com for encouragement, insight, and resources from missionaries, ministry leaders, and church planters.